Hello, Sariah Bastian here, owner and creator of Beyond Breath, a coaching course that helps women stop policing their husband after infidelity, stop with the manic and the panic of him not calling you during his lunch break or being a minute late from work. And I have one of my current clients with me here who's also decided to stay confidential, as we always respect that. We just really appreciate you taking the time to share with us your experience today. So thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, we'll dive right in with the questions, but can you start by telling us what the main problem you were experiencing before you enrolled and participated in Beyond Breath?
Yeah, so I was really angry. I was angry at the betrayal. I was angry about my choices and his choices. I was angry because I could not stop reliving the trauma.
Mm-hmm.
And it was suffocating me to the point where I was withdrawing myself from, him. And every time he traveled a lot and every time he was gone, it would re-trigger that. And I would have that anger in me about him being gone. So I really
Mm-hmm.
resented not only him for leaving, but his work for taking him away.
Totally, yeah. How long had you been suffering with this anger and this resentment?
So it's been about 4 years since all of this started, but the anger really showed up loud about 3 to 4 months before I started Beyond Breath.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. And what had you done to kind of move beyond the anger?
I mean, we did everything. We did couples therapy. We did, we read all the books out there. They have millions of books on betrayal and affairs and how to be a better everything. And we went through all of that. And then I went personally to therapy, and none of it just didn't click. It didn't feel good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what's been the highlight for you since joining Beyond Breath? And for you, you joined about 4 months ago. So it's 4 months in. What's been the highlight since participating in Beyond Breath?
Actually being able to live my forgiveness, because
Mm-hmm.
I forgave him, but I wasn't living that. So it didn't feel truthful. I mean, you talk about truth all the time, and it didn't feel like it was truth. I can breathe again. And I know this sounds funny, but my heart feels still. It's not in panic mode.
I love that. I love that. I just got the shivers and my heart just like did a little flutter itself. Yeah. What would you say that has that you've learned inside of Beyond Breath that has really transformed things for you?
So recognizing that my programs were what they were,
Mhm.
that was the biggest breakthrough for me, realizing how I coped with my past trauma and how that impacted my relationship, our relationship before the affair and after.
Mhm. Huge, right? So,
Hmm.
even though like, and I don't know if you did this, but like some of my clients have even done like specific childhood trauma work and even EMDR, you walk back and you hold the hand of your little girl, right? And you
Right.
kind of go through the lifeline. And so many of my clients, I don't know if this pertains to you, but have done that, but it still didn't sink in on the body level because it was all still done in the mind and not
Right.
actually in the living physical body. Did you experience that as well?
So yeah, I've always, I guess, been very self-aware.
Mhm.
But yes, you're right. That trauma did not click and I didn't feel it. It was there. I knew it was there. I just didn't know how to cope with it. And by
Mhm.
doing Beyond Breath and learning to be in this place has helped me tremendously.
Mhm. What would you say that the biggest result has been for you? What have been your results?
My biggest result is it's a still work in progress, to be quite honestly. Life is not stress free. I have a pretty stressful job,
Mhm.
but not only in my personal relationships, but my work relationships and the relationships with my clients, I have been able to take that step back and breathe and find myself centered so that I can provide the highest level of me to these people.
I love that. Yeah. So what would you say to someone who's on the fence about enrolling inside of
I,
Beyond Breath?
I say jump off that fence and do it. Even if the results are not what you have built in your mind, or what you expect, you will learn so much about trusting and loving yourself.
Which is like offered right through all therapy and all the books that you read. But again, like, do you feel like this brought it all down, all that knowledge, all that therapy, all that book reading, all that podcast listening, like all brought it down to actual tangibly learning how to live?
Yeah, it took the mental aspect of it that I was aware of and made it aware in my body, which there was a total disconnect before Beyond Breath. And now there's not. I feel it and I know like, oh, that's a truth that I need to address right now. So yes.
I love that so much. Yep. That's why I say, like, close the gap between you and yourself.
Yes.
Because we're usually the ones standing in our own way.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Has the financial investment been worth it to you?
Yes, it has. Yeah. Most definitely.
Definitely. I love that. I love that. Over and over again, it's just so fulfilling to me to be able to see and be the witness to my clients' growth and transformation. And so I really, really, really appreciate you sharing yours with all of you out there who are listening. And if you are listening to this and this is you've been in the place of anger, been in the place of like trying everything, and you could write a book about betrayal and infidelity, but it's not sinking into your body. It's usually because we're missing that body piece. Trauma lives in your body. And that's what Beyond Breath is all about, is helping you regain ownership of yourself. So if this calls to you, reach out, check out my webinar. The link is in my bio on Instagram, and schedule a free 45-minute session with me where we can just make sure that Beyond Breath is a good fit for you. When you are aligned with this, I'm in the trenches with you. I'm here to help you throughout all of it. And it's a beautiful, beautiful transformation. So I love you and I love you. Thank you for being here with me today and sharing your story with us.
Thank you so much. Love you too.
Okay. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.